Esta semana comenzó con la gran noticia de que Lucid va a recibir una inyección de fondos para seguir con el desarrollo de estos vehículos tan impresionantes. Y hoy tenemos la oportunidad de hablar con Zeb Coughenour, uno de los diseñadores, el diseñador líder del interior, que nos va a explicar en qué consiste este Gravity, que entre otras cosas tiene esta parte delantera tan espectacular en la que te vas a poder sentar, te vas a poder quitar las botas de montar a caballo, de montar en moto, ¿por qué no? Porque este vehículo, el Gravity, remolca hasta 6.000 libras. Sí, has oído bien, 6.000 libras. Pero le voy a dejar a Zeb que les presente el auto porque lo conoce mucho mejor que yo. Estamos en el estudio, en el Meatpacking District de Nueva York, muy cerquita del Auto Show, y hoy el diseñador les va a contar todos los secretos sobre este auto. Yo al final les despido con algunos datos más.
So starting with Gravity SUV and how Lucid wanted to develop an SUV, we have to touch on the history of SUVs briefly. So first we had very rugged SUVs, think first Range Rover, first Jeep, very utilitarian and very uncomfortable to drive with a lot of compromise. Then into the 90s, we started seeing this SUV market emerge, trying to fit as many people as possible into the vehicle, extra cargo, but often a lot of these vehicles had compromise of fuel mileage and they were just massive vehicles. Then into the 2000s and up to now, the emergence of like the mid-size or the CUV SUV market, you have these smaller vehicles that are better for highway speed, better for driving around town, but are usually compromised with space. So our goal with Gravity was to design a vehicle that can hold up to 7 people, but not be in a large footprint of a vehicle and still be easy to drive around town, but still have really good off-road capability. So starting with the design, exterior design in the front end, this is our Lucid signature light blade, like with Air, but for SUV, we made sure to raise it up higher to give the vehicle a very bold presence, more in the SUV segment to really give a nice attitude to the vehicle. You'll see our light blade and low beams within the light blade, but also for Gravity, we've relocated our high beam down into the side of these of the upright lights on the front fascia. So these light blades help us really achieve really nice stance to the vehicle from a distance and a really good down the road graphics for Gravity. Coming down the side of the vehicle, you can really see a very unique proportion for this vehicle. So we have our signature key line, design theme line that carries all details of the vehicle together. So light blade from the front, all the way down the side to the light blade in the rear. Just giving this overall clean attitude to the vehicle with a really smooth surfacing. The wheel size, you'll see for this vehicle, we have a staggered setup. So that's a 22-inch front wheel, 23-inch rear wheel. This setup not only helps with the attitude of the stance of the vehicle, but also helps with aerodynamics. Onto the cabin, the really unique proportion of this cabin, we have a very fast windshield with a very upright rear glass, and that helps give a lot of speed to the proportion of the vehicle, and it's all, again, highlighted with the signature DNA cant rail applique that you've seen in Air as well. The inspiration that the exterior team focuses on with this and with Air, it's inspired a lot around like aircraft, a lot of simple surfacing, really sculpted by Air, and we also try to keep it as clean as possible, minimal design, looking sleek, and we believe it's something that gives more of a timeless appeal to the vehicle, so it'll last a while. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, this is our signature DNA rear opening clamshell. So with Air we have a clamshell, and also with Gravity. The benefit not only with the cut line, first benefit is since the split line's so wide, you have a large opening, but also this helps us with aerodynamics. And it helps break away the air cleaner, even with the side inserts on the spoiler. And coming around the rear of the vehicle, we have our light blade again, but in Gravity, unlike Air, we have a completely exposed light blade. So very few of these in the market to really show this nice technical detailing with the ribs. It's an ongoing design theme you'll see throughout the exterior and the interior of the vehicle. Onto the interior of Gravity, specifically the front cabin. The first thing that we've designed that's kind of the noticeable layout is this clear view cockpit concept. So no longer do we have any screen or information blocked by the steering wheel. So by doing this, we move the steering wheel lower and we move the screen up as high as possible to road view, so to eliminate distraction from the road. There we go. So this is our boot up display, so launch screen. So similar with Air, a lot of our UI is laid out in a similar way. So right side of the screen, we have a lot of apps and tiles you can sort through, and also click through your different options like media and navigation. Another benefit of Gravity is now we have capacitive switches on the steering wheel. So these switches are now used to control the screen, or you can use it as a touch screen. So you can pick. So if you're in a driving situation where it's just more comfortable in this position, you can use all of this to control the screen. On the right side, we have our dynamic car controls. So this, when in use, you'll have all your controls open, but then when you're not using this and driving, some of the less needed features kind of hide away. We also have a digital detox option for the vehicle. So while you're driving at night and the only thing you need is the speedometer, all the screen will go black. It is a OLED display, both of them are, so they go completely black. So at night you'll only see just the speed. Very minimalist and simplified driving experience. Down to our center screen, we have all of our different media controls down here as well. And this is the deep dive zone for features. So all these features, when moved to the CID or to the center screen, you can go into a lot more settings in the vehicle. We still have our tactile buttons. Really important for Lucid as a brand and our DNA is, yes, we want the screens to be able to convey a bunch of the different features you need in a luxury vehicle. But we still see a very good benefit to having physical controls in the vehicle that you can use without taking your eyes off the road. So while driving, I can find temp, fan, control the vents, window switches, all that stuff without taking my eyes off the road. So here you'll see our HVAC switches and volume roller, similar to Air. But now in Gravity, we actually have these two customizable buttons that you can decide what you want them to be set up as. The overall design of the front cabin is designed to add a very spacious feel for the occupants. So we have this wraparound CMF breakup, and that's the color material. That helps everything feel a lot more substantial for an SUV, but giving this essence of space in the vehicle. Onto our door handles. So these are designed to be a little bit more substantial looking in SUV versus Air. We have our unique, warm, authentic wood, and we have these really nice chrome details to really up the craftsmanship of the vehicle. So we put money and craftsmanship and these high quality details in specific places, mainly the touch zones of the vehicle. So when I touch the door handle, wood, chrome, our nice trigger release mechanism. From Air, you only interact with one area of the door, and that area needs to feel the nicest. Onto our center console. So this is kind of our space concept within a space concept. So initially starting this design, we're trying to figure out how to optimize space for the occupant. Center consoles are always a thing up for debate on what needs to be in there, and it's really whatever the customer wants or whatever they use. For Gravity, the design DNA that we have a tie-in here with is mid-century modern furniture to help give our California landscape theme more strength in an SUV. So the coffee table theme here that you'll see, we have the wood on the sides, and this is a tempered glass door. So just like a coffee table, glass. Then within there you have, this is our tray. So you have your key fob holder. So this is Gravity key fob. And then within the tray for organization, so you have the key fob holder, there's a pen holder here, or whatever you want to use that for. We have the cup holders, and then we have a dual charger mat, so you can charge 2 phones or AirPods, and it doesn't matter where they're located on this mat, they will be charging. But the big benefit here about having a closed high center console is this all conveniently slides away, and now you have this fully uninterrupted storage bin. we'll offer these accessories, these bento box accessories. So these hold like oversized cups. So say like a Stanley cup or a large Yeti. So now you can put those in the console. We also have different size bento boxes here for whatever your personal storage options are. Also, we've designed it that you can put your large Yeti or Stanley cup in this lower bento box and it's still underneath the armrest, so it doesn't inhibit any kind of access to the controls, and you could still see your phone at the same time. So with that in place and phone, we've really designed it so the customer can pick their own setup based on their storage needs. So into the rear cabin of the vehicle, like we said, this is a 7-seater vehicle. The third row is designed to fit a 6-foot tall human being very comfortably for long periods of time. So it's not a round town third row seat like most vehicles. This is truly a road trip 7-seater vehicle. In the second row, this is our bench seat option. These seats have a complete fold flat mechanism. So for camping, for a car bed, anything like that, it'll be fully flat up to the back of the first row for sleeping in there. You can also fit large cargo like a 8-foot surfboard. So we also have a bring your own device option. So there's a button here that opens a table. So you can place your iPad or laptop, kind of our answer to rear screen entertainment. It's better if you can bring your own device, you know how to use it and plug it in. There's USB-C compatibility there too.
Voy a ver si quepo en la tercera fila de asientos. Ahí vamos. Está un poco complicado porque está solo el de la izquierda, pero ahí estamos. Un poquito alto el asiento para mí. Todo el techo es acristalado y tenemos cup holders en todos los sitios.
Like the packaging that we did here is even with occupants in the third row, you still have a large amount of space for cargo. This low floor also is removable, and here's the other third row seat in fold flat position. So truly, like if you have the third row seat option, you could drive around this vehicle and not even know you have it, and you only pull it out when you need it. So yeah, you can have one up or one down at the same time. So onto the frunk of Gravity. Frunk space is a very important DNA aspect for Lucid, as we saw with Air. But in Gravity, the benefit here is that we've made it completely washable, so it's waterproof. So it's mainly meant for your dirty zone, so anything that's muddy you throw in here, and it's completely washable. So you go to the car wash, you open the frunk like this, and you power wash it out, completely drainable. The other unique benefit of the frunk is our accessory option of the front seat. So you can buy this as an accessory, mainly used for camping or sitting by the road watching the sunset, cool environment. But yeah, this folds up nicely into the frunk. It can also be up when the frunk is closed, but we designed this so it protects you from the dirt and protects the car from being scratched. But yeah, it's set up to hold 2 people comfortably, and that's the layout of the accessory. That's it for Gravity. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. This is the front seat setup and how to properly use it. But yeah, we hope to be producing these by the end of the year, and I look forward to the public's excitement for the product.
Bueno, han visto que la inspiración de Lucid es la aeronáutica y se ve en este volante. La verdad es que la primera impresión es muy extraña porque está achatado arriba en vez de, bueno, abajo también está achatado, pero es muy cortito arriba. No se han atrevido a cortarlo, como has visto algunas acciones de competidores, pero está todo aquí bien puesto para que puedas accionarlo. Se mantienen los botones justos. Creo que esta es la justa medida de botonera y hay algunas cosas muy interesantes. Por ejemplo, parece, está sin confirmar, que va a tener dirección, las ruedas traseras también, y con los espejos, a pesar de seguir usando espejos, porque la gente de Lucid dice que prefiere los espejos, va a tener un coeficiente aerodinámico de 0,24 con la altura al suelo de 1,55, de 155, perdón, con la altura del suelo de 155 milímetros. Ya les he dicho al principio que remolca hasta 6.000 libras, pero además tiene una suspensión de aire, es una opción para manejo off-road denominada Zero Gravity, que la gente de Lucid promete que va a ser espectacular. Todavía no está en el mercado, pero estará a final del año. Y tenemos esta pantalla de ¿cuánto? A ver si adivinan. 34 pulgadas. Y nos encanta el concepto Digital Detox. Nos hace falta a mucha gente el Digital Detox, y eso quiere decir que va a poder apagar todas las pantallas de este vehículo. Y no me voy a despedir sin contarles algunos datos de lo que hoy sabemos. 704 kilómetros de autonomía, 404 millas. Es la segunda generación de motores de Lucid con arquitectura de 900 voltios. Y Lucid promete que va a poder cargar en 15 minutos con un cargador de 350 kilowatts de DC, 200 millas, nada mal, hasta 800 caballos, 7 pasajeros y de 0 a 60 en 3.5 segundos. Y ahí va lo mejor de todo, Lucid sigue comprometido en ofrecer una versión en $80.000. Ya conocen más del Gravity. Si tienen preguntas, por favor, en los comentarios. Y gracias por activar la campanita.